Genesis chapter 2 and verse 17. It says, now I'm reading from the Young's literal translation because this gives us a really good picture of exactly what God said, right, and how we've basically misread it in most of the newer English translations, right? But from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it, dying you shall die. Dying you shall die. See, the thing is, the difference between dying you shall die is that it's not immediate. It's not talking about you're going to just drop dead because man continued to live. It was talking about man's life would start reducing and he would eventually die. That's what actually took place, right? The process of decay began when Adam and Eve ate of the fruit. Now see what it says in Genesis chapter 3 and verse 7, okay? 3 and verse 17, sorry. Then to Adam he said, because you have heeded the voice of your wife and have eaten from the tree of which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat of it, cursed is the ground for your sake. In toil you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Again, we have been misreading scripture to kind of like get some sort of an understanding that, you know, God is the one who's angry. God is the one who's separating himself from us. God's wrath, God's anger. God is the one who cursed the earth. But it doesn't say that in the scripture. It says, cursed is the ground for your sake. You know, contrary to popular belief, God did not curse the ground. What he did was he pointed out what happened because of Adam and Eve eating of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which affected their conscience. So like I said, the conscience is the most important part of our makeup. It's the most important faculty that we have. Now, how does it affect us? When we are bound by our conscience, we are always thinking of consequences. We are always thinking of, you know, what will happen if I do this? What will happen? And we are bound by this kind of a mindset. So we are always conscious about what we are doing right or what we are doing wrong. Right and wrong, good and evil are all fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil that came down through Adam and throughout the generations, and we are a product of it. Generally, there's something inherent in the flesh that is just pops up every now and then. Some things you don't even need to teach children. They just know it. So where is it coming from? It's all coming from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Now, the right and wrong, good and evil, these are all basically, this is morality. This is what morality is. We are generally always conscious of what we are doing. The curse was, what was the curse? The curse is what took place in our conscience. We lost governmental authority over all creation because of our conscience. So for example, what set in was fear, what set in was depression, and all those negative effects that actually govern our life. We are not free. Creation governs us if we are not governing creation by default.